We're back.
What's up?
We are. Oh, shit. We're back.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Cam, how you doing, brother?
I'm all right, man.
You got you a cup?
Yeah, a 9-mark cup.
Yeah, but now we got to put a stick on that. We got to put an FSP stick on
go
that.
ahead, give me.
Yeah, I got it. I got you. Ain't no question. We got to do something. Hey, little Nan, how you doing, Jeff?
I'm wonderful, sir. Yourself?
Good, man. Give me your winner of the week or loser.
My winner of the week, the cast of Bel Air.
For sure.
Cast of Bel Air.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's a good
I
show.
got two, actually.
Okay.
Snowfall.
Snowfall is
Snowfall
back.
is back.
Frank Saint.
Yeah.
I got a question.
Talk to me.
I can't.
Okay.
Because Cam ain't watching.
Yeah, that's
Cam.
cool. Yeah. Hey, listen, man.
Nah. Cam,
It's too late, bro. Come
it's
on,
over.
man. Wednesday.
Give me your winner of the week or a loser.
Hey,
Yeah.
Joel B got his boy tonight.
Yeah, not for sure.
He got his boy tonight.
Yeah.
That's what you been asking for.
Yeah, not for sure.
Big winner.
Yeah.
It's
Shane said that the Tesla got a charge. He got a charge.
Man, plugged
Yeah,
up.
he
We
plugged
plugged up. Yes, sir.
Shout out to Shane.
Shout
For
out to
sure.
Shane.
Yeah, not for sure. My winner of the week is Wardell, Stephen Curry. Yeah, he put on a show. You know what I'm saying? And you know what he did? Jeff,
I didn't even say nothing.
What he do, bro?
he made it look effortless.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
But he did. Yeah. But I,
What? Say it.
no.
We
I
hear
thought he
that.
did. I wanted him to break the record.
I see.
I want him to
That's
break
a
the record.
backhanded comment, dog.
So you saying it wasn't enough? Is what
No.
that's what it sounds-
It was
I'll
a
tell you
great.
what he said.
It was the
He
highlight
said
of that weekend.
in the
highlight
fourth
of the
quarter. It
day.
didn't count, and that's why he couldn't make no shots.
He could make a. He could.
He just he unloaded
He
the
could make a
clip.
bucket.
He unloaded
He
the
could make a
clip.
bucket.
They was going in and out
All right, listen. Or it was set up for Bron to take that last shot.
in Cleveland. Come on, man.
In the land.
Yeah,
Shout out to Bron. Man.
yeah, man. Let's get it going.
Yeah. No layup line, no warm-ups, no nothing. We just walking right into the stadium, get into the game. Let's do it. When the beat on, then it's on. Wearing the right jerseys on the road, cause how we feel where we roam is our home. Leaving these other podcasts null and void. The show can't miss something like Tom Shepard and corduroys. Full sport press, you know them boys. Jay run the point, lock for 3, and me, I crash the boards. Weezy told you that it's paid for.
Greetings and salutations. I would like to welcome everybody back, and some of you for the first time, to the Full Sport Press Podcast, the premier sports podcast for the consummate sports fan. And this is your one-stop shop for all sports-related news and topics. I am J-Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
Weezy is out on assignment. We got Cam back in the building. Say what's up, Cam.
What's going on, people?
Two-piece sign.
Always, man.
And the braids.
Yeah.
And the
man.
throwback jersey. Let's
And the
talk about
throwback.
it. Let's talk about it. Green and gold. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Hillsborough.
rep the
You know what I'm
side,
saying?
man.
You know the green and that gold. You know what I'm saying?
What's up,
Yes,
man?
sir.
Was feeling real nostalgic.
Hey,
know
no,
what I'm
for
saying?
sure. I see you.
If we're gonna take it back,
Yeah,
take it back.
Hey, let's take it back. I see you shine.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Cameraman, how you doing, brother? Two and thumbs.
Hey.
Yeah, for sure. And a North Face. Let's get it.
This the first time I ain't get 2 birds up here.
That's true.
Hey, feeling
That's
good.
true.
Feeling
It's
good.
It's
Hey.
Black History Month.
Yeah, I
That's-
appreciate that.
Oh, he said it's a long day. Okay.
You right, we ain't done yet.
Yeah,
My
for
bad.
sure. Episode 406, we are brainstorming ways to fix NBA All-Star Weekend.
FSP style.
Always FSP style.
You better damn know it.
Better damn believe it.
Let's kick it off, Jeff. Best of the week. What you got, buddy?
Real quick, drunk AI at the Versus on All-Star Weekend.
How was that, Jeff? Was it cool?
It was a lot. I thought it had the potential to be very, very corny,
Okay.
but it was not. AI was out there a little going off the sauce. It was late at night.
Saucy.
Yeah, he was dropping all the F-bombs you wanted.
Saucy.
Yeah, T-Mac was kind of, being T-Mac, but then he finally loosened up a little bit too. Shaq was there. Shout out to Taylor Rooks. It was a good night, man.
Sure.
Good night.
Good to hear. For sure. Cam, what you got best of the week?
Personable Mike, man.
Okay.
We saw Mike look like a human being, dog.
Mike was
Mike was also saucy.
Mike was
Mike-
saucy.
Mike was saucy.
Saucy. But he looked like a person. I've never seen Mike interact with that many people, man.
He did.
Mike I
And
ain't
his
gonna-
pants fit.
Yeah, his pants was fit. He had the turtleneck on.
Turtleneck, yeah, man.
He was gripping.
gripping
the
the
wood.
wood.
Gripping the grave.
Listen.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Beer.
as Mike said, man, hey, I can still palm it.
And I was
You
sure.
feel me?
And I was sure he got a hold of that. Ooh,
Lord.
my best of the week is soccer women getting $24 million.
Shout out to him.
Granted $24 million from the U.S. Soccer Federation, spanned over half a decade. as far as a gender discrimination lawsuit. So shout out to the ladies soccer team, U.S. They deserved it. Deserve more. They really got shortchanged for sure, but $24 million do a long way for sure. Worst of the week, Cam. What you got?
Man, Chris Paul's injury.
Yeah, man. He got the worst hands and
bro,
wrists.
he's broken his hand.
Bro,
Had like four hand
times,
surgeries.
bro.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
especially right now when it looked like they were going to be the runaway #1 overall seed throughout the playoffs.
Damn,
It just kind of sucks to see that happen. It seems like Chris Paul always hits some kind of wall down
That's
the
facts.
stretch.
That's facts.
And so, man, yeah, just hate to see that All-Star weekend, especially came out there and still tried to play knowing that it's about to be shut down for a while.
Yeah, for a little while. But this is what this will do. And Devin Booker stepped up last night, had 26, 12 assists. The offense runs through him. He would find a way to play the Chris Paul role and did a great job last night as they beat a team 126 to 104
Who they beat?
at a high level. For sure. I don't give a damn who they beat. Who did they beat? The Hawks? No, the Bulls beat the Hawks.
Yeah, Bulls beat the Hawks.
Yeah, for sure. Who did they beat?
Shout out to the I didn't see the game.
For sure. Yeah, they beat. It was first off, it was a sorry team, but they weren't sorry, but they wasn't ready to play.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it was Portland. They beat Portland.
Okay.
They beat Portland for sure. Yeah, for sure. So shout out to Devin Booker.
Young
for sure.
Anthony.
Just a quick update. James Harden got 17 the first half.
Let's go, James.
17 on 4 of 6.
Fast
He's
shooters
4
go-
of 6 from
Fast
the
shooter
field. My boy, he's at
Why
17
he
at
ain't
the
playing that
half.
All-Star game? This dude's sick, man.
He
Dude
took
was
the
sick.
fat suit off and got quick. He got
that's-
17, 5, and 3.
That's a sick man.
At halftime.
That's a sick man.
My worst of the week is college football attendance dropping for the 7th straight year in a row.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah. NCAA, man. Writing's on the wall. You gotta do something.
Yeah.
The basketball ain't what it used to be. You gotta do something. 7 straight years in a row, your football attendance dropping.
7-ish.
I'm
tough.
telling you, man, it's hard to go to those college football games though,
Yeah.
because first off, college kids are crazy.
Let's keep it
Then
real.
fans are crazy.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, the experience of sitting at the crib or watching it. Listen, I'm NFL games, college football games, it ain't the same, bro.
Yeah.
Welcome to the metaverse. This is the time. This is the
Man.
time.
Listen to me.
Especially when I can sit at home and watch multiple games. When I'm there, I'm locked into this. If
for
this game
sure.
is terrible, I'm stuck at this terrible game.
Come on,
at the
man.
crib.
Yeah,
that
you
channel.
change that channel for sure. They got to figure it out. I don't know how they can fix it though.
Yeah, it's
Dang,
tough.
John.
It's rough.
Yeah.
But then you raising ticket prices too.
Yeah,
That's what get real. Nuts.
but they had to get that. They had to get it
Get that
back.
bread back. Get it
You
back in blood.
You got to get it back. You got to get it back. My worst of the week is Harrison Barnes, the Black Falcon. He revealed that him and Draymond Green aren't friends at all. Draymond was on this podcast and said he was still upset because Draymond went, and which Jeff loves to talk about, to go get KD. And Draymond said, it ain't my fault. Blame Bob Myers. I'm not Bob Myers. He said that the Black Falcon was so upset. I know, my bad. North Carolina, it's a Tar Heel. It's the best Tar Heel we've had in years.
Man, I'm glad you admitted.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's okay. He said that he didn't even invite him to his wedding, dog. That's petty, man.
Shout out to Draymond, man.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Shout out-
Draymond, he talking a little bit for sure, but yeah.
Draymond is positioning himself to be, once Charles Barkley retires
He's
in
gonna
2
be
years,
100%.
Draymond walking right in there.
100%.
Walking
His
right
man
in there.
gave Draymond.
So you
two-
saying
he said 2
2
years for
years
Draymond.
Yeah, because Barkley already
years.
said his contract's up in 2 years.
No, I'm saying he's going to retire.
Yeah.
You think
Draymond's
Draymond's
going to retire.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
No, he can still play.
He's already got a TNT contract now as a
Yeah.
player.
Sure.
So, but eventually he's gonna realize, man, I can do this and not have to deal with this other crap. Especially if they win one more. If they win one more the next year or two, he done. Dude.
Yeah, that's a good point.
He won the Finals MVP. He said it already.
He do want that.
He want that bad. He think he need that cement the legacy.
Even though Steph
mean-
averaged over in all their championships, he's averaged 26 and 6.
Yeah, why he think he
and
was gonna win
45% from the field and 42 from 3.
Why do you think he was gonna win that if he didn't get
I
suspended?
don't know.
Okay.
He might have won that year.
They go ahead.
Not for real.
Yeah, why you think
got
he's gonna win
suspended? Because of everything else. Steph points was great, but everything, his assists, his defense, and all that.
His defense.
Yeah, that year
Who was he guarding that year?
he was guarding in between Kevin Love, LeBron, and Jr. Iman Shumpert.
That was when
insert.
LeBron had a historic finals.
I mean, you gonna?
I'm asking.
LeBron had 2 historic finals. The one they lost when it was just him, when it was him and Dirty Deli as the second best player.
Come on, man.
But LeBron-
Dirty Daly.
Dirty Deli was the second
Dirty
best player. on
Daly
that
plays
team.
in Australia. He just got dunked on about 2 weeks ago.
Dunked through the basket.
Wait, I ain't say
Dirty
he was
Daly,
cold.
yeah. Booby Gibson played in the
Who said Dirty Deli
celebrity
was
game.
cold?
Okay.
I'm just saying he was the second best player on that team that year they played in the finals. Any hoozle.
Jeff,
Yes, sir.
you have 10 good resting seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Let's start the clock.
Weezy's on assignment this week, so we will go over the winners of who gets the W when he returns next week. This week for the final.
Yeah, I ain't win. Go ahead.
Okay.
Let's just skip that shit next week.
Okay. All right. This week, for the final week of Black History Month, WWE released a roundtable discussion for the Black World Champions of the modern era, including Kofi Kingston, Big E, and Bobby Lashley. It's great look, man.
Booker T won the
15
champion.
Booker T was
WCW.
a WCW champion.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey,
Shout out
proud
to you.
of
I'm
me.
proud of you.
You know why?
Shout out to you. Lead dog.
Till we up out this bitch.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's a good list. You go on YouTube, pull that up on the WWE's page. I didn't think they would ever do something like that. It was good to see, man. And shout out to that. And like we always say, tune in each and every Thursday to the 808s and Chair Shots podcast. Shout out to my co-host Neek and myself. And like we always say, you might not like it, but your auntie love wrestling.
Shout out to Neek. He won an award, a Yelp award.
Yelper. He's the funniest Yelper.
Neek a funny dude though.
Yeah.
Shout out to Polo Black.
Yeah, he
man.
got that
Neek
down.
funny.
He got social media down to a science.
Yeah, my dog Neek, man. Shout out to Neek. Shout out to you, my brother.
Yeah.
Now tweet us with questions throughout the week at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment, give us a thumbs up on the YouTube page, on the iTunes page. Please rate and subscribe. But more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend
To tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
that the revolution will be podcasted. And before we get started with the first half, Cam, do you have a Yellow Box of Cheerios award recipient for the listeners?
I do, man. This week's award recipient is none other than Jackson Mahomes.
It is Weezy's boy. Weezy's definitely delivering this one to Jackson Mahomes. He appears to be in the center of another internet controversy. Rare Munchies, sound like something that you would have when you have the Munchies. A retailer that specializes in exotic food and drinks recently called out the younger Mahomes, alleging that he scammed the company. And Rare Munchies said they never received a response from Jackson after they sent him boxes of their merchandise. Jackson, who's been the center of a few controversies in the past this season, said he, and I quote, never received anything from those guys. This isn't the first time a business called out Jackson publicly. Back in December, a Kansas City establishment accused him of acting, and I quote, entitled. This is the thing. And I know what this is. He got to, listen, Patrick Mahomes, listen to me. I know you listen, bro. Go get you a Sierra, dog.
For real.
Go get that. Just stop playing, bro.
It's about that
Just
time.
go, yeah, I get it. Just go get you a Sierra.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, who do you want to see Patty Mahomes with?
How old are the Chloe Haley girls?
That's a good ass pick,
Yeah,
man.
that's
That was partner.
That was it. Listen, you know, that was it.
Just make
Hey, listen, we know. But yeah, that's a good one.
yeah.
Nah, for real, that was it.
Get out the way. Just leave that whole
for sure.
situation you got on.
That'd be a good one.
Kick everybody out your house.
Sure.
Go
Man.
get one of her.
Which one, the younger one?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm lost.
Well, one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just get one.
Get one of them.
Yeah. And
That'd be
just
good.
Get out the way.
Move, box gun out. It
Yeah.
makes sense though.
Hey, nah, for real.
Yeah.
It makes too much sense.
Yeah.
It makes too much sense.
Just fine.
Yeah, just get out the way.
That's high level pod.
I
right
appreciate
there.
you, my
Now
brother.
you deserve an award like Neek got. Let me be real. That was hard. Yeah, I ain't even got nothing to say about that. We'll get Weezy to get that out for sure.
Yeah, they just doing too much.
What you pod,
man.
boy?
Doing too much.
You guys ready to get started first?
Let's
half?
do it.
Let's get it.
This your boy FSP Weezy. Join us each and every Monday on all streaming platforms. And don't forget, everything is paid for.
The revolution will be podcasted.
Okay.
My bad.
First half, the hottest sports news of the past week, like we do each and every week here at the Full Sport Press Podcast. Before we get started, I am J Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
And I'm Cam.
Cam, where can they find you on social media, my brother?
Cam, 2 underscores, I, 2 underscores, am.
That's a lot of underscores, fam.
Yeah, you
That
right.
ran.
Yeah.
That right.
There's a lot of there's still a lot of underscores though.
Yeah.
Hey, man, come join the party. Follow me once. Stay there.
Heavy pass. Jeff, what you got?
I'm Jay Easley 84 across all social media platforms.
Short, I'm J Ho on Instagram and Twitter. Let's talk about the Chicago Bulls. Let's talk about Devin Booker. Let's talk about making life look Stephanless. Now, here we go, for sure. Anyway, let's kick the first half off with some NCAA talk. Michigan coach Juwan Howard apologized on Monday night after his actions in Sunday's post-game handshake after the loss at Wisconsin. He's been suspended for the rest of the regular season by the school, which the Big Ten backed, and fined $40,000. The opposing coach, Gord, was fined $10,000. In a statement released by the university, Howard said he realized what he did was, and I quote, unacceptable, and his actions were worse than he thought that he could do, end quote. He offered apologies to his team, their fans, their families, staff, and Michigan fans. He also apologized to Wisconsin assistant coach and his family. Cam, verify for this suspension.
The suspension was fair. I mean, you hit a man in the face.
Yeah, for sure.
Something got to be done.
You gotta move your hand out.
I apologize.
Yeah,
I mean, I was just trying to protect my face. You know, it was a lot of anyway.
Okay.
But yeah, he reached across somebody else to get to this person. Yeah, you had plenty of time to think about it. But
you had time to think about it.
You had time to think about
That's
it.
what made him.
Yeah, that's why he went from here to but you can't swing. Something got to be done. I do believe if there was more time in the season, it still would have been about 5 games. I think that was probably 5 to 7 somewhere. It was his max. But yeah, gotta get some consequence, man. Consequence for your actions. We teach the kids that.
For sure. You got to. Joe.
That was mad aggressive by Juwan Howard. It's been a bad season for Michigan.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And that's where this all stemming from.
Yeah.
He's just tired of hearing people's mouth. Somebody had to catch it, and the coach pushed his last button. It was over with. We've all been there. It was fair. The suspension is fair. But we've all been there when that last button get pushed.
Yeah.
And the person who pushed got to catch the rest of it.
I know, he caught it.
And that's what happened.
And all he tried to do was defend his man. His assistant coach came in to defend the head coach. I'm just trying to help my boy.
He'll never not have a job.
He bet not.
Listen,
he bet more.
Yeah.
That's showing up, for sure. Here's the thing. I don't like how Tom Izzo said that it was the worst thing he's seen since the Malice in the Palace.
Tom
I don't
Izzo
like
was
that.
wild.
Yeah, I know what he's trying to do. It's
a recruiting tactic.
Yeah.
That's a recruiting tactic.
So, but everything happens for a reason. I really do think the handshake line must go.
You think so?
Oh yeah, it's got to go. So when COVID was going on, they said, "Hey, no worries about the handshake line.
Yeah.
Just keep it like that, man. You're getting through a heated battle, like Jeff mentioned, heated games. Anything can happen when people are emotional. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And it could have been way worse for sure. If it's my call, I think we just go back to, hey, game over with. Handshake, we out of there from
the head nod.
The head nod. All right, we gonna holler at y'all for sure, man.
There's a statute of limitations on things, right?
7 years.
7 years
for
on
sure.
most. Okay, just make sure, man. My freshman year,
Oh, my
I
gosh.
played at Tennessee State.
Oh my God.
And in the handshake line against Murray State in the home game, I'm not sure if you recall, Jay. It was quite the scuffle.
Okay.
You
You gotta stay on the mic. Go ahead.
BP, Ray George, it was quite the scuffle.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Right there at the X,
Yeah.
post-game handshake.
Hey, Bruce Price was wild.
Hey, man, what a time. People coming out the stands. I saw a couple chairs get picked up.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, man, what a time. I knew then that the handshake line needed to go.
Yeah,
that was 15 years ago.
Or it's gotta go.
It's got to go.
This gotta go, man. Now listen, Juwan would have got a little blood. We've seen if it was a closed fist, the open hand helped him out.
Help him out.
It helped him out.
my
Okay, Juwan Howard's on the hot seat now. Y'all know
That's
that,
why.
right?
That's why
He
I'm
was
saying
on the hot
this
seat,
year.
yeah.
He's on the hot seat now.
Yeah,
for
his
sure.
seat
This year,
boiling.
Yeah,
this
nah,
year ain't
for
going how it
sure.
was supposed to go. For
He had
them.
a top 5 recruiting
Yes,
class.
sir.
Let's
Yes,
talk
sir.
about it, man.
Yeah, I picked them Final Four when we started with the college
That was
prediction.
a bad pick.
I think Juwan maybe needs to transition on to the NBA. I think his time in college, because this is the second time he's been, a little spicy.
And that happened, and he had so much success that the first year. It's been a
year.
4 year.
Yeah.
First two.
The first 2
Yeah.
years had so much success. He had to double down, and now it's like the wheels may be coming off a little.
For sure, man. It's a little too intense, man. Go to the NBA. You got adults. It'll be fine.
Can't leave your kids right now.
The recruiting class too good, for sure.
You can't leave them.
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
talking about the actual kids, though.
Oh,
His
his kids
son.
did that. That's true. Yeah,
That's true.
That's true.
All right, let's go to some professional football, cameraman. The NFL and the XFL in Vince McMahon voice, they reached a partnership agreement this week that's going to focus on, hear me out, creating innovative programs and protecting the health of players. This was of players that was announced this week. Officials made it clear this is not just a collaboration. There would be no player sharing, just development purposes. No player sharing.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Okay. But the XFL needed this because, as we all know, there are multiple, not NFL, but multiple professional football leagues popping up out of nowhere. The weekly spring league that comes around, the Twitch football league. There's all type of stuff going around right now in football. So the XFL needed this to make a splash. So is this a big deal or little deal for the XFL merging with the NFL?
I think it's a big deal, man. I think it's a potential there. I mean, the CFL used a way to get their officials in game shape for the NFL. So yeah, I think that'd be fine, and they implement some of the things that they try in the CFL, and the XFL. They've stolen a lot of things from the XFL. The NFL has as well, but I don't think the NFL needs anybody else. I think they do and I know that you mentioned earlier in the show that NFL, not NFL games, but college football games, people aren't going to those games. But guess what? The NFL's coming off a great year. This is a really good year.
100 million people
for sure. So this is a great year. I don't think you need anything else, but I guess you throw a bone to the biggest person in the world, which is The Rock. I think they have a good relationship. That's how I knew that The Rock had power, because he was doing a lot of stuff on Playmakers. What was the name of this show? It was
Ballers.
Ballers.
Yeah.
He was doing some shit on Ballers. I was like, how's the NFL letting him get off with this?
Yeah, because he was doing a lot.
Yeah. So, I guess you want to help him out and throw him a bone, but I don't think the NFL needs anybody. They can do it by themselves.
I mean, listen, is it a big deal for the NFL? No. Is it a big deal as far as the future of just football in general? Yes. The experimental things, trying rule changes and things like that. Yeah, I think it may help down the line, but we all know that the NFL doesn't really do well with change. They'll take things that they come up with, but it's kind of like, is this gonna move anybody, bring anything new to the game? If not, then it might be pointless and a waste of money.
So, you guys might not remember this, the XFL, the original version of the XFL.
He hate me.
He hate me's XFL, exactly. That XFL is still being felt in the NFL right now. Yeah, they were the first league to do the overhead camera and bring the camera on the field like that, and the NFL took that and ran with it. Sure. I'm saying that that's probably some of the things when they say innovative ways and stuff like that, they're going to lean on things like that. And also, when you no longer have the European Football League that they had as far as player development and things like that, they can use the XFL for that, because you're gonna put teams in areas where there are no NFL teams or huge markets that can support a third NFL team, like a New York or a Chicago or a St. Louis is the main team they're trying to get right now. So if you look at it from that standpoint, this could actually work as a G League-ish type of thing for the NFL.
Do you need a G League, though, if you're the NFL and you just pulled over $100 million for the Super Bowl?
Do you need it? No. Yeah. But can it hurt?
Yes.
Because the last thing you want is the XFL to become anything close. Not saying they will be in any time in our lifetime.
Baseball.
Anything close to a rival.
Okay.
Well, you don't want to do that.
Well, they'll squash that.
I don't think it could ever.
The way of doing it before it even happens.
I don't think it ever could become a rival, because there'll never be enough talent at the XFL level. Because to play in the XFL, that means you would have to bypass NFL contracts and even being an NFL practice player, correct?
Yes.
Because there's no sharing of players.
Right.
So I don't know why, if I'm capable of playing there or doing that, why I would give that up to play XFL. So it sounds like we're going to be getting a bunch of guys who, I'm not going to say aren't that talented, but weren't going to be playing on Sundays. I don't know how much draw they bring to the game, unless you just want to watch football. Now, if they had an alternate season, like right now when there's no other football going on, then that would help.
Yeah, they're going to play. Yeah, they're going to play in the spring.
Yeah.
Now that helps.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right, before we get started with halftime, let's talk some more NBA. Zion Williamson has yet to play for the New Orleans Pelicans, not once this season, due to a lingering foot injury and fat camp. There have also been countless rumors insisting that Zion is not happy with the organization.
He said fat camp.
Yeah, most notably because of a rift or lack of trust with David Griffin, from LeBron James fame, David Griffin. Now, ESPN analyst J.J. Redick absolutely ripped into Zion for not contacting C.J. McCollum after the blockbuster trade and called him and I quote, disconnected teammate. Jeff, we know we're starting things off with you, with your guy. What is the deal with Zion Williamson?
There's layers to this.
Oh, there's layers. You got to peel back the layers.
J.J. Redick.
You like layered cakes, too?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, husky jokes. All right.
No.
Husky jokes. So... yeah, fat shaming.
No, okay. It's a joke. Yeah, it's a thing. I'm saying he's hungry. It's okay.
Okay. Oh, J.J. Redick. he's lived through it, right? Because he played there.
Yes, he did.
So there's probably some truth to this. If we're being honest, there's probably some truth to this. And Zion's stepfather is borderlining Uncle Dennis. You know who Uncle Dennis is? That's Kawhi Leonard's uncle. He's getting the Uncle Dennis reputation, and that's not good for Zion. This is not Zion when he's on the court. Generational talent,
Sure.
husky, probably needs a nutritionist. All those things.
Yeah.
I'm with okay, Cam. I hear
My
you.
bad.
I hear you.
I understand.
But at the end of the day, he's got to get stepdad under control because I understand wanting to get out of New Orleans, but the thing is, there's something with CJ and BI right there.
Yeah.
You come back and be 75 to 80% of what you were last year. It's a playoff team.
Dude, I'm telling you, I simulated a season on 2K and they won the championship with that team.
And you can, though.
You can compete, but unless they move New Orleans, because listen, the shrimp etouffee, they have gumbo. It's one of the best.
Shrimp etouffee.
It's good as hell.
Fire.
Good as hell. Fire. But in New Orleans, though, it's some of the best food ever, for sure. Go ahead, Cam.
Listen, man.
Hey, man, if you don't move your fucking God damn cool ass nigga.
I don't think that there's a situation out there that works for Zion right now. Period.
The Knicks.
They're gonna have to give up too much to get him.
Julius.
They're gonna have to give up more than Julius to get Zion.
More than Julius.
You got to give up Julius.
No matter where he goes, you're gonna have to give up too much to get him, and it's gonna put him right back in the same situation he started in New Orleans.
I can see that.
The food ain't that good in New York, though.
It doesn't matter. It's even if you get him, you're gonna have to give up too much. Now, I do think he's trying to force his way to New York to play with R.J. Barrett and Cam Reddish.
Yeah, for sure.
Did they win the national championship?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
He got hurt.
He got hurt. His shoe.
Shoe exploded and they lost.
And that's
And
when the
the
eating
league-
started.
And that's when the eating started. Okay, I just wanted to say that
Lost
the
in
eating
the
started then. Because we talked about he got bigger before the draft, right? Everybody remembers that?
Yeah.
So
That's what
I don't
he
know
is,
that's the company
He
he
was
needs to be
also
around.
he was also 18 years old. His freshman year of college, you gain weight your freshman year of college because your body
so you
feels
give him his
out.
freshman
You gave him first
15.
15.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
all. That's his freshman year of college.
So what about the 100 he put on since?
the 100? Don't give him a cam.
Hey, now listen. They said it was 270. They said it was 270 at Duke, right? He 350 right now.
He's not 350. He's not
350 is
close, though.
insane.
350 is nuts.
He's
350 is nuts.
350. He's 350 today.
350 is nuts. 350 is nuts. That's nuts.
Hey, and this is the thing. Y'all sitting there defending. When the last time y'all saw Zion?
Oh man, it's been a while.
We ain't even seen him. No situation works if you don't want to hoop.
And they say Zion is in Portland. Food is good in Portland, too.
Come
It's
on,
good
man.
food.
West
It's some good
Coast.
food anyway.
It's
That's
he
true.
gonna find
Bad
it.
cities. We'll talk
He
about
found it in
We don't
Durham.
shit on the cities because we probably have people that listen there from that city.
He
There's
found it
there's
in
not a lot of good food. sometimes.
Durham.
What I'm saying is, you can. I mean, by good
It's
food, he
good
can
food in
find.
Durham.
But listen, where can he go that you don't have to give up a lot, or you have a max player that you could really trade for him and still be successful?
Food's not that good in L.A.
Man, listen, food ain't that good in Orlando. He can be at Disney World, like that's what he's about to
It's
be.
good food in Orlando. But here's the thing, though, man. This is the thing with Zion he has to be fully responsible for being a teammate. He has to be present. He has to make sure that even if he's not there, reach out when there's a trade that's happening. Be a consummate professional, man. Like Jeff mentioned, though, everything that we talk about LeVar Ball on is Uncle Dennis, and then there's Zion's stepfather, and that's the real person that, we shit on LeVar Ball, but he's not doing half the shit that Uncle Dennis asked for some stake in the Lakers, doc. He wanted some percentage.
Uncle Dennis wanted to win
Come
the world.
on, man. He wanted a private jet. Now this dude got Zion in Fat Camp in Portland. Man, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, nah, he just has to be just be a stepfather and let this kid be a man. He came out and said that he is totally invested in the New Orleans Pelicans, Zion, in a group chat that was on Twitch or something that Jeff was talking about. He made it very clear that he's there to stay. But when there's smoke, there's a lot of smoke.
There's some smoke.
And
It's
it's
definitely some smoke.
I don't.
from a barbecue grill.
Oh,
I don't think Zion likes.
Can we go to the halftime, please?
Let's
go to
halftime for sure.
Make sure you check us out on Anchor, iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, Beyond Pod, YouTube, and of course the SoundCloud page to catch up on the full archive of past episodes of FSP. Just search for Sport Press Podcast.
Halftime, in case you missed it. Now, each fan's most hated player in the NBA fan bases that support their teams with extreme dedication, like Jeff does with his Atlanta Hawks, like Cam does with his Atlanta Falcons. Sorry about that. I didn't even mean to bring that up. Are you guys?
I thought we was talking about NBA.
No, I'm just real quick though.
I thought we was talking about basketball.
I got one question.
Okay.
You're Falcons fans. Listen, real quick.
You should keep
Just one question. All right, if they pick up Matt Ryan's extension, $48 million, are they picking it up?
They're going to, but they shouldn't. But they're going to for sure.
Really? They should not.
No, they should not.
They should not. For
That's
sure.
a lot
That
of
48 is crazy.
No, listen. Let's be real. They should have put Matt Ryan out. We should have got rid of Matt Ryan 3 years ago.
2 years ago, drafted Justin Fields. Let's go home.
That was it. That was the move.
That's the
But
play.
you
You
know,
got Kyle Pitts though.
You do got KP.
but after this year, we won't have nobody give him the ball.
Yeah, nobody give him the damn ball. Okay. Anyway. What-
He's Florida Gator DP. I mean, cameraman. Excuse me. He's a Florida Gator.
Yeah, man, that was
Florida
some weird. I don't know what that.
He's a Florida.
Who is Emmanuel?
Who is he, man?
Which one? Manuel.
That's my EJ Manuel was a Florida State Seminole.
You talking about my Emory Jones? Yeah, nah. And that wasn't ever my guy. He's my quarterback. You know who my guy is though, Tim Tebow. Anyway, Timothy Dwayne.
Most hated players by friends.
With bias, it shows up every night to watch the world's greatest athletes play the game. This also means that some fan bases develop animosity towards particular players, either due to the fact that they win often, like LeBron James or Steph Curry, in their building, or simply because disrespect was shown one way or the other, like Andre Iguodala or Trae Young. So let's talk about the list, man. LeBron James, he owns the dubious distinction of being the most hated player. 10 teams. 10.
It's crazy. You said win a lot like Steph. Is Steph on anybody's list?
Steph is not listed.
Nobody hates
He's the
Steph,
most
dude.
likable.
He's the
superstar.
He's the most likable guy they got in the league.
That's
Nobody
insane.
hates him, dude.
No, but it's hard to
can't
hate
hate
Steph
him.
Curry. Yeah, unless you are Sean Washington. He is a hater of Steph Curry for sure.
Looking at you, Wash.
And also, my dog, the league dog himself, Jeff, is a hater of Steph Curry. And I get it.
I'm not a hater of Steph Curry.
Grayson Allen being on 3 or 4 teams, that's pretty solid.
Yeah, that's
I hate Grayson Allen.
Yeah, I mean, he is a hateable face.
Yeah.
He does hateable things.
Yes, he does,
Yeah.
for sure. Kelly Olynyk is on 3 teams. That's nasty. Well, why are you so mad at Kelly Olynyk? What the hell did KO do?
Kelly Olynyk got paid.
He been stealing for a
He
long
been stealing
time.
money. Yeah,
Well,
some of
sure.
these franchises need
Yeah,
their
for
money.
sure.
That's true.
Yeah. The Clippers hate Devin Booker.
Yeah.
Patrick Beverly is a hateable person, for
he
sure. He should be on OKC's. Oh, it is. Phoenix and OKC.
It is. He took Russ out.
He took Russ out.
He took Russ
Yeah,
out.
for sure.
Prime
Pat-
Russ, too.
No,
Yeah,
listen.
prime
Russ.
On purpose.
Yeah, for sure.
On
So-
purpose. We got to get him out the league.
So
bro.
who's the person that you hate the most? in the
Nick
NBA?
Patrick Beverly? What are you
Patrick- okay,
talking
we got-
about, bro? He hurt Russ on purpose in a prime playoff run. We was,
All right.
Nah, I'll
Jeff-
take it back.
yeah.
Klay
Thompson? You hate Klay Thompson?
Klay really broke up my favorite team.
It's true.
Klay destroyed us.
He
if
sure
we
did.
being completely
Sure.
honest, Klay
Game
is the
7.
Yeah.
Klay is the reason that the Thunder are no longer the Thunder.
Game 7.
Yeah, that
Clay-
was
Game 7,
Klay.
Clay did it. Yeah.
that was Klay.
That was tough, man.
Yeah, literally my team hasn't won a playoff series since Klay that game 7. So yeah.
What about you, Jeff?
Well, my most hateable player is Grayson Allen. I mean, and Patrick Beverly.
Yeah.
But I don't understand why the Minnesota Timberwolves fan base hate Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, you do.
He left. And he beat up Cat.
Well,
And he talked crazy about the whole franchise.
well, they deserved all of that, though.
Sure.
Yeah,
A lot of this stuff is justifiable
For sure.
as far as hatred. Wouldn't you say?
Anthony Davis and the Pelicans. Yeah, it makes sense.
Oh,
For the Grizzlies, it needs to be Andre Iguodala. He said, "I'm not playing it with these bums." You remember he said that?
He did say that.
He said that.
He did
And
say
Ja was like, "Man, get him up out of here."
Yep.
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
gonna have to.
My most hated players changed over the years. It used to be Dwayne Wade. It was a one time. That wasn't hatred. I just didn't like Russell Westbrook. Now it's my boy. You know what I'm saying? Finna give me some why nots. Because why not? You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Why not?
You guys ready to get started with the second half? Let's get it.
You getting the honor of the gift? Why not?
Why not?
Just hate Kyrie. That's 5 cold though.
Jeff for the Full Sport Press Podcast. And make sure you check out the Full Sport Press Podcast each and every Monday on iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, Google Play, Stitcher, Beyond Pod, Spotify, YouTube, and of course, the SoundCloud page. Just search Full Sport Press Podcast. And always remember, camera's always on.
Second half, how to fix NBA All-Star Weekend, episode 406. I am J Hove.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
And I'm Cam.
Cam, NBA All-Star Weekend is the centerpiece of the basketball calendar every February. Kind of ruins Valentine's Day sometimes for some couples, for sure. But the 3-day celebration has lost a little bit of its charm in recent years. The Slam Dunk Contest, which was once the crown jewel of the league's extended holiday. It was one time that Slam Dunk Contest was better than the All-Star Game, actually. Oh, how that has changed. It's teetering on the verge of just extinction, for sure. All is not lost, however. There are a number of things that the NBA can do with just a little bit of effort that would instantly revitalize its mid-season affair. So as we close out another All-Star weekend of festivities, we're here to brainstorm some ideas to make the NBA All-Star weekend far more exciting for us NBA fans. We will kick things off with Friday's events. The first thing is the Ruffles NBA Celebrity Game. We will start things off with Jeff. Does it need to be fixed?
Does it need to be fixed? No. Just a little tinkering. Just a little tinkering. I would implement social media a little more. If you're going to have two coaches, you know who those two coaches are going to be before. Have them do like a little draft on a Twitch or a Twitter or NBA.com, something like that, to where you know Quavo is going to play on Bill Walton's team. You know Myles Garrett is going to play, and you can kind of hype it up a little bit because there are some hoopers in there, right? And some of them people take it way too serious. Some don't care at all, right? And you can have something like that. You can build it up, get a little anticipation, do it that way. Just a little tinker.
With that tinker, do you think Bill Walton will know who the dude from the Peloton thing is?
No, but you got some cheat sheets. Kind of like how they do first take.
I got
skip
cheat sheet.
Yeah, see, they don't know all those stats off the top of his head like that. It's a little cheat sheet in front of him.
I can dig
Let's
it.
give him a little cheat sheet.
That's cool. Okay. Cam, what you got?
Somewhat in the same vein as
Well,
Jeff.
do you think it needs to be fixed?
Yes.
Okay.
Like I said, a little tinkering, somewhat in the same vein. I think that you have to have celebrities who are more known in the NBA space. There are some people who might be international celebrities and known worldwide, but if they're not known by the people watching the game, then yeah, it's kind of pointless. It's already subpar basketball. I at least want to watch people I know play subpar basketball.
So kind of similar to what Revolt has. They have a team full of players that are celebrities with random rappers.
League.
The crew league. Yeah, for sure.
I would like to see or just have the players put together a pool of celebrities and then let people pick from. At least we know that they're known around the NBA space. Like I said, NBA circles. There are a lot of NBA fans that are celebrities that I would like to see. They show up at every game, man. Suit up.
Okay, gotcha. Does it need to be fixed? Yes. How to fix it is scrap the entire fucking thing. Let's get rid of it.
That's not an option.
No, it's an option. Oh, no. We get rid of it and make this the retiree game.
Oh, shit.
Kind of merge with the big three. I was talking to Sean Wash about this. Shout out to Sean Wash. He mentioned bringing in some of the big three guys, making it, you have to be 7 to 10
A Legends
years.
game.
A Legends game, man.
Okay.
Former All-Stars, though.
Yeah.
All former or fringe All-Stars. Some
Now
really
I gotta be
good-
All-Star. No.
Well, this is the thing.
I ain't trying to see Jameer Nelson out there.
But you gotta realize though,
He was All-Star.
some of the All-Stars though can't play anymore. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't. Isaiah Thomas not getting out there no more, so you have to have fringe All-Stars. Some of the stars of yesteryear.
So Gilbert Arenas is
Exactly.
okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Josh Smiths.
Exactly.
Yeah.
People like that, man. You do that, seeing them. Can you imagine? KG, Ray Allen,
No.
and Paul Pierce are out there. You would see the beef still. I would want to see that. That would be entertaining. Everybody would watch that.
It can't be full court though.
It has to be full court.
It can't be.
It 100% has to be full court. This is the thing. You know about this. You train for a year. And you say,
it's
hey,
a lot.
you know though. You
Yes.
know a year out, hey, listen, I got to get in shape. And then you make sure it's 15 people on each team.
Yeah.
So in turn, you're going to get some rest.
It's all good as when it pop Achilles.
That's gonna happen.
There are not 30 former NBA All-Stars that want to suit up.
Not necessarily
All-Star
former.
weekend.
That's why I said not all. But listen, Dante Jones is going to get out there and still go crazy. Big three people are still going to go crazy.
ISO Joe.
ISO Joe is going to go nuts in that game. You have to be out of the league at least 5 to 10 years. And then you see,
Whoa.
it'll be some good basketball.
Out of the league 5 to 10 years. That's
That's a lot.
you asking for a lot.
Guess who been out of the league 5 years? Boobie Gibson. He would kill him.
I'm telling you who I'm not watching on Friday night.
I don't want to see him in
Gibson.
that.
That's what. But I would.
I don't want to see.
I would
him
much rather see Boobie Gibson hoop against Jameer Nelson than seeing. No disrespect to the dude that won The Bachelor, then going against the dude with the Peloton shit. I'm not watching that.
But then you see Myles Garrett doing a windmill. That's kind of dope.
Man, listen to the
That's
thing,
kinda
man.
dope.
I'm good on that
Oh,
because he was shooting. Then there's the dude that was the jumping bean dude that won the gold medal when the high jump.
Caught the thing off the rim.
Come on, man.
I ain't gonna lie, that's cheap.
It looked goofy though, man.
He caught it though.
He caught it though.
He caught it.
He's- and he's playing in Rick and Morty Mellow.
Man,
Yeah,
Come on,
I
man.
need them though.
Yeah, man. You're
I
not
need
wearing-
them.
You're not wearing mismatched shoes.
nah,
it's cap as
he
hell.
jammed that, though.
You see what I'm saying though? Give me the Legends game. A legend. You don't have to be an all-star. You have to be a Hall of Famer, but you have to be a legend for some reason. James Flight White is playing in this. You see what I'm saying?
Ricky
Man,
Davis
come
playing
on,
this.
bro.
Ricky Davis better not play. in this. Ricky, you want to talk about Wayne having
Baron
that
Davis,
one
though.
dread?
Baron Davis playing.
Ricky Davis got one braid.
You give me the old Clippers.
Give me Corey
D.
McGetty.
Miles, Corey McGetty,
Yeah.
Keon Doolin.
Yeah, get them boys out there. Cat Mobley gonna play.
Cam Mobley looks
Those guys.
60 years old.
But he plays in the Drew every year.
No, he's not old as he
don't-
looks. He just looks old.
BD still can play.
I don't know about Baron Davis.
I would much rather see that in the celebrity game. Would you not? Keep it a bang.
No, I've
If it's
seen
303,
that. I've
I'll
seen
watch
that.
303.
If I'm watching for entertainment only, like I said, man, just have some people I know. Man, you can get celebrities outside of
Or
the
the
normal. Like I
legend.
said, it doesn't have to be the normal space. I mean, perfect example. We got a guy right there, Mookie Betts.
Yeah.
Hey man, he's a celebrity.
He's not playing.
Nah,
He's
listen.
not playing.
Let the legends you're talking about, Jay, coach the team. Like
That's what
Baron
they
Davis-
did. Bill Walton coaches.
No, not that old.
Uh,
That's the
GP
old man.
was
Let
coach.
let Baron
Is it Sean
Davis,
Marion?
Don't worry.
let Baron Davis and Darius Miles be the coaches.
Darius Miles played 2 years ago.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he had hair. You see, he had a wig on.
It's all
let's-
fun and
let's go.
games.
Let's-
Steve Nash and Lamar get back out.
You know,
there.
sure.
Fresh out of practice.
Let's move right along to the next event. It's the Clorox Rising Stars Challenge. Cam, does it need to be fixed? If so, how do you fix it?
Go back to the way it was. I don't know what this was this year.
Yeah,
The
sure.
whole pick teams and 2 tournament style games. That was pointless and a waste of time.
I ain't like that.
Okay. All right.
I'm sorry, man.
I'm in the minority here.
I believe so. Give me 24 rookies. I even take rookies and sophomores. Lace them up. Let's hoop. We don't have to do the picking out the extra. I mean, if anything, if you want to have the top rookie vote getter, top sophomore vote getter pick teams the same way that they do the actual NBA draft. I mean, the All-Star draft. I think that might could add some excitement to it. But other than that, like 4 teams of 6 or 7 or whatever. The Ignite players, that was kind of weird because, nah.
So you ain't like, okay.
No, not at all. Hated it.
Just going back to the regular rookies versus sophomores. That's what you
Or
think.
you can just go straight rookies, man. I remember at a time with 24 rookies, it gave you a chance to see some of those guys who didn't play in the regular rotation.
wanna see that.
I would have liked to see a Josh Christopher or
Yeah.
somebody like that. You know, guys.
I
that
saw
just-
Bones. Y'all see Bones? I saw Bones. Y'all seen Bones.
Yeah, but you know, some of the guys, Kai Jones, some of the guys
Yeah.
that you know they don't really
Yeah.
get their chance to shine
It's
throughout
the
the
reason
regular
why.
season.
Yeah.
I'd like to see them get a chance at least one time to be on the national stage. It might be 2-3 years before we see them again.
I got you.
I think they got it right. This is perfect to me
Really?
because I understand what you all are saying.
Yeah.
If we're watching a pickup game, we're watching the Drew League or the program here in Nashville. Yeah, I want to see all those guys we're talking about who. But this is All-Star Weekend. I want to see the best of what we have. So condensing those rosters down to 5 or 6 or 7 players on each side and not having a team full of 12 and 24 on one side or trying to scramble up 24 rookies that are going to play in this game, man, nobody watching that.
It was 28 people though.
I understand that, but it's 28 people plus it's sophomores, it's rookies, and G League players. So it's the cream of that young crop that you have, minus LaMelo Ball because he had other things to do. But you know what I'm saying? Like you put those players out there and you let them run, and you see a Cade Cunningham figuring it out a little bit. You see those rookies, the ones that are upper echelon rookies, get to show off in this. That's what I'm talking about. I like it.
The most exciting rookie game moment for me. You remember Khalid El-Amin went between the legs, threw it off my man's head?
Oh yeah, no.
Like I miss those type of moments. But Khalid El-Amin wasn't playing regular minutes. He knew I mean, I'm about to put on the show tonight because this is my time.
Yeah, Kyrie went crazy in that rookie
Man,
game, too.
Dion Waiters and Tim Hardaway.
Dion Waiters went crazy.
Dion Waiters and Tim Hardaway. Oh, that's another thing. Bring back wearing your own jerseys, man.
Yeah,
My bad. The whole weekend,
The whole
though.
weekend, for sure.
I like the All-Star. It feels different.
Them jerseys was trash.
You can put my
Pretty
team
dash.
logo on my
Yeah.
jersey, but give me an All-Star jersey though.
I can dig it. All right. Does it need to be fixed? Yes, for sure. I think, like Jeff mentioned, it was a great idea seeing 28 players, but not enough of the players that I saw playing are really rising stars. For every Trae Young, your Ja Morants, things of that nature, your Kay Cunninghams, there's Eric Pascals, there's PJ Washington's, players that shouldn't be playing in those games. For sure, PJ's solid, but I'm just using him for an example. I think what needs to happen is all G League players, two-way contract players versus the rising stars. You can't be an all-star. Melo shouldn't have been playing in that game. You should have been some of those players, just the rising stars that are on the cusp of being all-stars versus the best players in the G League. That's it.
But we see that already because the G League Ignite team travels and plays everybody.
No, I'm saying get the G League, get those 3 or 4 players from the G League, and then you get the best players that's currently playing in the G League. Those guys that are going crazy and averaging 28 because you make one.
But
The greenest of lights.
But those guys are Isaiah Thomas now.
Yeah, no, well,
Like, we don't
but
want-
some of
that's-
those guys too are also Dwayne
Jerry
Washington
Jacks.
too that played Ohio State. So yeah, it'll be good to kind of get some light on them, and it makes people a little bit more apt to go to play in the G League. So
I think if you do that, you got to move it off of TNT and put it on the NBA TV. Then.
well, whatever the case may be, the Legends game is going to be on there. So yeah, we got the
The
Legends.
Legends game is on ESPN.
But the Legends got to play. I got to push for the Legends. The Legends has got to be shown. But yeah, no, I think that'll be a great way to fix it. And on top of that, just getting, because people think of the G League and they're like, nobody really watches the G League. So it's a guy he going crazy down there.
Yeah.
I want to see him go head to head against Kay Cunningham. I want to see him go head to head against some of the best players that are currently playing in the NBA. And then you'll look at it like, oh, okay, he can step up to the occasion. So yeah, get a G League some light. Let's move on to All-Star Saturday night, starting off with the Taco Bell Skills Challenge. Jeff, we will kick things off with you. Does it need to be fixed, and if so, how?
I'm going to be real. I was so confused watching this year. Like, yeah, they need to scrap that. Scrap that whole 3. Everybody do passes, get points. That no. Scrap that. Go back to the obstacle course. Give me 6 or 7 guys go through the obstacle course, get the best time, get your winner, and go and get out of there. That's it. Or if you don't want to do it that way, do it with how you had it with the legend. You have teams, right? You have a legend from a team, a rookie, or a player, a current player, and a WNBA representative from that city as well. Do it that way.
Cam, what you got?
Get rid of the 3-man shit altogether. You don't need it.
Yeah, that was a cluster.
There's just too much going on, man. Either you had a one-on-one skills challenge where, like you said, we're racing against the time.
Yeah.
Or shit, just play one-on-one, man, because I really don't think it is. That skills challenge, I hate to say it, but the way it was set up, what all skills did it really showcase?
No, it didn't show any skills.
Like, I mean, if you had a good shooter, then there you go.
Yeah.
Like, and then even the format. So what we're doing, the host city versus the family
That was stupid.
versus the
rookie.
draft class.
Yeah, you picked
so
3
so
guys.
so next year we're gonna do the draft class, the new host city, and the Ball brothers.
That was trash. Man.
Like, I'm just trying to figure out where we're going with that. Shit was stupid.
Yeah.
You got
that
to
was
bring LeVar out then if you bring them. You know what
No,
I'm saying?
they're gonna bring Jello. Jello got a strap.
Yeah, Jello
he
got
Jello got a strap. I'm be real. They bring Jello out, they're gonna win.
But yeah,
He gonna get
he
there.
plays in the G League. He'd have been in the G League.
He would have been
also.
just like Antetokounmpo, brother,
Yeah,
the
I'm
youngest
sure.
one.
Boy,
Hey, listen to what I'm saying.
G
Same
League.
thing.
You
I would have rather
G
see
League
the
like-
Ball
I
brothers
watched
against
the
the
G-
Antetokounmpos, and that would have been
Yeah, I
exciting.
watched
That would have been good.
I would watch that.
I watched
Hey, now you want to bring
I
some?
watched it.
Bring the families out, Plumleys.
Yeah,
Come on, man. What we gonna do?
It's only one Plumlee playing.
No,
right
no,
now.
we gotta go call back.
Yeah, you okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
Hey, listen, it's the third Antetokounmpo ain't in the league.
Yeah, well, he's in the G League,
No,
but
he was in
and the
Greece.
4th one, he played. No, it's 4 of them.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's 4.
little man.
Yeah,
Look,
for sure.
that's sick.
Does it need to be fixed? Yes, 100%. It's confusing, like you guys mentioned, going to nauseam about that. We need to have a real skills challenge, guys. Dribbling like Dance Dance Revolution. You see what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying?
Pump
So
ass kick.
cross tween. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
now we talking.
You see what I'm
Now
saying?
we getting
How does that look on
somewhere.
TV, though?
because what you're looking at. Have you ever watched Dance Dance Revolution and they'll show the screen?
You
got to mirror exactly what the person's doing. You see what I'm saying? So mix all of those different dribbles into the machine. Get guys to try to follow it.
Follow
for a
Kyrie.
minute. Exactly. The guy with the most accurate score wins.
Ball handling.
That is a real skill. You see what I'm saying? Then you move on to the pass part. So that's imitating maybe a full court pass.
Here we go. The passing through the tires, man. Like on the move, man.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Catching pass like the NFL. They catching this time instead of drop.
I'm telling you
catch,
what.
hit it. Catch.
Ain't nobody doing this.
You see,
It's better than what we've seen.
A nutmeg pass.
Oh, now we talking.
You see what I'm saying?
Man, show your real skills.
Come on, man. Bounce pass. And then at the end, you have all the all-stars shoot 5 shots. So that is the skills challenge. Free throw, midi, 3-point, half court. And after that, the champs revealed.
Yeah.
That is a skill.
Got you.
That's a skill.
That's a skill challenge.
Passing it to my teammate who can shoot is not a skill.
That's not skill. That's not skill.
Shout out to Darius Garland.
Shout out
though.
DG to PG. Yeah. Gary, Indiana.
Man, got him out of there quick, boy.
Right. Let's move right along to the 3-point contest for Mountain Dew. Cam, does it need to be fixed? And if so, how?
I think we can do away with the Mountain Dew balls. I think we can do away with that. I don't think people notice, man. They put an extra 10 seconds on for those 2 shots.
Yeah, not for sure.
Yeah.
Like, you got to go back a little bit.
Yeah, because you got to go move back.
Facts.
I get that it helps, but I also think that, man, it was perfectly fine the way it was. And there are so many players now that can make that shot easily. I don't think it really adds much significance.
Yeah, it don't matter.
Like if Steph would have been in there, none of us would have been shocked when Steph knocked that down. So it's kind of like, is that really a difficult shot?
Because he makes it look
Steph-less
for sure. Jeff.
How do we get there? Okay.
2-time champion.
All right. So again, not necessarily fixed, but tweaked.
Okay.
Make this the main event. This takes the place of the dunk contest as the main event going forward, and for the championship round, because you got to add a little bit of pressure to it, make it a head-to-head round. So going back to everybody starts at the same. The 2 championship contenders start at the same time, and you run it up that way. That way, it's more of because if you get to go last, you kind of know what you have to do. Not saying it takes the pressure off, but I would want to see who wouldn't want to see. In a dream matchup, I know Steph wins. For anybody says anything weird, but Steph in the finals against Klay Thompson, or Steph, even better, Steph in the finals against Seth, and they got to go against each other with the clock going at the same time. Like that'll be great television, dude.
Yeah, they do need to bring. I like the dual matchups for sure.
Dual matchups, man. Go 2-ball shooting, man.
Yeah,
you know, like around the world, baby. Seth and Steph against the world.
Oh, for sure. All right, so it doesn't need to be fixed. Yes, I think it needs some small tweaks, like you guys mentioned. 3-point contest was fun when there were only a few outstanding 3-point shooters. Now everybody except for DeMar DeRozan shoots 3. You see what I'm saying? So it's not as much of a niche audience now. Everybody does it. Yeah. So what we can do is allow the top 10 3-point shooters of the season. So you look at the standards, you say, okay, the number 1 person, and you go 1 through 10 there. Okay. And then that will keep everybody interested in seeing who's shooting at a high level. And it also makes 3-point shooting a little bit more, because people don't know who leads the league in 3-point percentage right now. Nobody talks about that. It's Karl Anthony Towns. Nobody knows that, though. So in turn, you look at that and you say, okay, those are the top 10 there. Then this is what you do. You bring back the legends. One thing that doesn't go is a clip.
Wait.
The clip doesn't go.
Nah, listen, because one thing that
but you gotta move around.
That's a lot. That's a lot on your legs to do that. Because I really think that's part of the problem when it comes to the 3-point contest in general. A lot of the good 3-point shooters are only shooting 6 or 7 shots a game because they're specialists.
For sure.
We need to get some volume shooters in there so that they can really put it up.
They try to do that every year. That's why
I want a volume shooter 3-point contest.
That's why
we Bill, Levine.
Exactly. That's why
I want all them against each other.
That's why Zach and them were actually invited. But in turn, they try to mix and match 3-point shooters and then 3-point shooters.
I want all volume.
Yeah,
put them up.
But you get
go
those
to hell ball.
Get Steve Kerr out there. You get Big Wardell. Big Wardell still got a clip.
Yeah, no.
He still got a clip.
Listen,
Rice still got a record.
You think they making it around all them racks in 60
No.
seconds?
No, you
70
got to
seconds.
give them 90 seconds.
Oh fuck!
You got to get him.
Or
You
get
gotta
him one rack.
Yeah.
Or
No, you can't do that.
half a
because
second.
at the end, you got to do the legend versus the current. You got to do that.
Nah.
So you talking about the legends competing in the current players?
Yeah.
Hell
no.
no. I'm cool.
Yeah.
Too many old dudes on the court.
And nobody, listen, too many old dudes. It's a long time.
Nah, you got to bring them out. Bring them out.
Man, okay.
In between that, we had a concert. We didn't need a concert. We didn't need a damn concert.
We didn't need.
We didn't need no damn concert.
Man, Wayne sounded
You see
horrible.
what I'm
Baby
saying?
sound good.
We didn't
Wayne
need
sounded
that.
bad.
So that's the legend time.
Lil Baby still don't.
Let
I
the
don't know what
legends.
I don't know what Lil Baby doing on the stage.
Yeah. Let's move on to the last event, All-Star Saturday Night, the Slam Dunk Contest. We could have did an entire show about the Slam Dunk Contest being fixed. So, Cam, we will start with you. I know it needs to be fixed. How do you fix it?
I think a fix for maybe both the 3-point and slam dunk contest. Make people who are actually participating in All-Star Sunday in the game participate that night. I listen. That's the only way you're gonna get star power is to just condense it. Because if you keep on trying to pull people from here, pull people from there, like no one knew not half. No one knew any of the dunkers this year outside of real basketball. Casual fans did not know these guys because they're not rotation players.
True.
And you can't have
Maybe.
non-rotation players or people that aren't familiar with the general public in the dunk contest because half of the excitement is the name.
It is, for sure. Yeah.
And so
Toscano Anderson, he only shoots about 2 times a game.
Right.
1.7 attempts a game.
Jalen Green is a 19-year-old was the best
Was the biggest name.
biggest name.
Biggest name,
Yeah.
for sure.
And that's just not gonna be enough. I think you need, like I said, to kind of put some pressure on the players and say, listen, man, if you're in this game, pick an event to participate in. Skills challenge, 3-point or slam dunk. Just pick one.
Well, what you got, Jeff?
Okay. I like that, Cam. I think they need to implement a dunk coach.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
Like a specialist, if you will.
Yeah.
Someone who
sure.
don't have a jump shot. They're not gonna play in the NBA. They can jump out the gym.
Exactly.
You tag in one of those internet guys to like you have three dunks.
Mm-hmm.
You have 2 of your own, and you have a buddy.
Yeah, for sure.
You bring in your buddy to do the wild stuff because he can jump through the roofs.
Mm-hmm.
And to kind of speak on what Cam said, 'cause I agree with that. The thing about these guys is they probably practice those dunks 100 times
Mm-hmm.
in their gyms, their personal gyms. But because they don't shoot, because Juan only shoots 2 times a game,
Mm-hmm.
the lights are on him and him alone. And when you do that, now this dunk that you make routinely when there's thousands of people watching you and millions at home, it's a little different.
You got you.
Cole Anthony doing whatever that dance was,
Yeah.
putting his Timbs on. When he got to wait to tie the Timbs up. We took 5 minutes to tie them damn Timbs up.
Took him there.
Listen,
97
can
seconds.
we do that too? Put the damn time limit back, not the attempt limit.
Yeah.
60 seconds, Chief.
Yeah.
You don't need more than 60. If you can't get a dunk off in 60 seconds, go to hell. Get out of here.
It's true. LeBron James ruined the All-Star game. The
my
entire
God.
All-Star experience because he did
never
not
did.
do it. He was the first superstar that never did the dunk contest. Kobe Bryant, Vince Carter. If you can jump, you're supposed to do the damn slam dunk contest, dude. He didn't do it. He ruined it.
Let's be real. He had the worst championship dunk contest ever in McDonald's history. All he did was throw the ball high and dunk hard. He had no tricks.
But he was stupid bouncing.
Oh no, he got crazy
Yeah,
bounce.
crazy
He looks
bounce.
down in the
Yeah.
rim
You know
every time
how-
he
you know
dunks.
how-
But he really don't have tricks like that.
No,
That's
he
why.
got tricks.
That's why Bron wouldn't do it.
If-
Because
Go ahead. Kev.
no, I don't think LeBron is a dunker. I think all his stuff is in game, in action. I don't think he sits there and can say, "Man, I'm about to go try this because I've never tried it." I don't think he's an experimental type dude.
If Bron would do those layup line dunks in a dunk contest, he wins.
Yeah.
Because the crowd's gonna be in it. He's gonna dunk it so hard
Yeah.
that is because these
That's what I
dudes
said, jump out, dunk hard.
these dudes are making dunks. You like, did it go in
Yeah.
or did it? I mean, you can't even tell. They're not screaming. They're not looking at the crowd.
That's
Like
true.
you gotta sell it,
Yeah,
man.
they weren't selling nothing. They were selling insurance. Listen, this. So LeBron ruined it. You got to get some money. That's only why people are gonna come to a situation. So you get somebody to donate $500,000, whether that's Kia, whether that's who did it this year? The AT&T Slam Dunk Contest.
Clorox.
So okay, so you get them right. 500,000 from them, 500 from the NBA. You're gonna get some players then, and then on top of that, you got to bring in kind of what Jeff was talking about. Turn the field into 8, get some real dunkers, the best dunkers in the world. You have them go through a gauntlet throughout the year on TNT.
Yeah.
You know, and have those 4 guys be the 4 guys versus the NBA guys. And hey,
You know
let's
why,
go home.
You know why they won't do that?
You gonna show them up?
No, because they had a whole show about those guys dunking, and y'all didn't watch it.
Yeah, not for sure. And I get that.
And that's what I'm saying.
But we're going to
Like,
watch it on All-Star Saturday night because they're going to do something crazy.
But they don't want y'all to watch them on All-Star Saturday Night. All-Star Saturday Night is about the NBA, about what the NBA is
I
doing.
get
Kind
it.
of like what you said about the G League. I don't know if you noticed, outside the Ignite, they have really kept those completely separate.
And they need to make sure that they shine light on those guys because some of the best players in the NBA have played in the G League, dog.
He has a point though, because the Ignite is like a whole different thing.
That's a whole different thing.
Yeah,
That's
the
what I'm
G
saying.
League,
They
yeah.
keep the G League. The G League is separate.
Oh, they don't care.
No, the G League even has their own All-Star weekend that's never
Yeah.
publicized. and
Nobody-
things of
I
that
watched that
nature.
game though.
It's
Yeah.
not even on TV anymore.
So that's
No, it was on NBA TV.
They All-Star
yeah.
game was?
So
Yeah,
that's
it
what I'm
was
saying.
on
I
Saturday.
don't see them bringing more outside sources because they want the focal point to be the NBA and the NBA players.
And my second idea was, what about playing horse?
I like that.
So what if you play horse with those 4 the 4 competitors?
I'm gonna be real.
Yeah.
Dunk horse.
They tried.
Yeah, dunk
Dunk
horse.
horse is cold.
Dunk horse.
Dunk horse is cold. I
Dunk
like
horse.
They
That. 'Cause
tried.
boy, you put out quick.
Yeah, no, for sure.
They tried horse during the pandemic.
Shot, though. It
No,
was
it
a
was
shot.
tough.
We talking about
It was
dunk
shot. We
horse.
talking about
That
dunk
was
horse.
a tough watch.
Dunk horse is different.
Dunk horse is crazy.
Pandemic horse was
It was
real.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
trash.
Pandemic horse is wild.
Dunk horse?
Dunk
So I'm saying-
horse is different, though.
Dunk horse is different.
Yeah,
Dunk horse is different.
because man, I'm gonna be real. Zach would have got a lot of folks out of here. Dunk
Man,
horse.
dunk horse
Yeah,
is different.
that contest might have ended a little early.
So let's close things out with All-Star Sunday night NBA All-Star game. Cam, does it need to be fixed? And if so, how you fix it?
Use Jeff's phrase, tweaked. You know, just tweaked a little bit. I think you kind of need to change the voting process a little bit. I don't like the front court, back court split. I mean, if you don't get voted in, you don't get voted in. I don't give a damn about your position.
Yeah,
If they don't want to vote in bigs this year, guess what? Get better.
get better.
You know what I'm saying? Do better. Also, I think that something people don't really talk about, guys should have the option to opt out if they don't really want to play instead of just wasting time going out there. Jimmy Butler has never taken more than 4 shots in the All-Star game. Y'all know that?
Yeah, Jimmy.
He don't want to be
He
there.
don't want to be there.
Yeah.
But he's obligated to.
And his
If
game.
you're not hurt, then you have to go.
His game, yeah. He trying to foul.
Yeah, but
Jimmy Butler game ain't all-star game.
Oh no,
right?
for sure. But when people don't want to be there, they're not giving any effort.
I agree.
Or they go out there, they play a few minutes, and then you don't see them the rest of the night, which leads to Giannis and Joel playing 30+ minutes in the All-Star game, which is that's uncertain. You don't do things like that because it's supposed to be a showcase of talent, not putting your players at risk. Everybody plays, 20, 24 minutes a game. It's supposed to be kind of spread out. But if you have guys that don't want to be there, then it puts a load on the other ones. So I think they should be able to opt out, which, like I said, kind of changes things. And the voting just, I don't want to see Rudy Gobert in the All-Star game, but he gets in all the time just because front court.
He deserved it.
Yeah, that's cool. I get it. I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
And I think if it went strictly votes, we don't see it.
You can't go strictly votes,
Yeah,
though.
'cause then you got Andre Wiggins.
Yeah, that's Jeremy Lin to get voted. He don't even play in the NBA.
No, what I'm telling you is, listen, what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
If we go votes, yeah, that's for sure. You gotta stop. If we go votes, I'm not saying that you go votes and votes only. I'm saying that votes just as a whole, not front court votes, back court votes.
Yeah.
So if there's no split and you don't have to take 3 front court people, it's different.
Yeah, but I get that. What I'm saying is NBA Twitter has made it so easy for you to vote. I'm telling you, people like Darius will never get in. Darius didn't get enough votes.
I just think the front court, back court thing is always going to cause a problem, especially when you got people like LeBron and Luka. What position do they play?
Yeah, they
basketball. Front court, back court.
Yeah.
And so you can always bend the rules for them. If LeBron want to play point guard on his All-Star team, let him be the damn back court. Like, it's just, I think you got to get rid of that.
Okay. Jeff.
All right. So here's my thing. I think the All-Star game is great.
Okay. I agree.
These last 5 years have been great to watch. There was one year, one of those years was a 20-point win, but the rest of them have been fairly close. Putting the Kobe, plus 24 in the fourth quarter, untimed fourth quarter, I think that's pretty cool.
That's fire.
No, that's it.
That's it.
That's the one.
Yeah, like, so that's cool. you got to keep the fans involved some kind of way.
Yeah.
So I get it. So there's going to be years when Andrew Wiggins pops up and you're like, whoa, what the hell there? But you know what I mean? It just kind of happens. So, you know, and then he kind of gets phased out as the game goes on because it's like, yeah, dog. So me personally, I leave the All-Star game alone. It was fun to see LaMelo, Devin Booker, and Trae Young in the backcourt together playing meaningful minutes in that game when it was close, closing it out with Giannis and Joel on that team. That was a fun game to watch, man.
Yeah, for sure. So here's the thing with me. I love the All-Star game. It's perfect. I think they figured it out. The only thing I don't like is voting. They got to figure that out because, like, just go by positions. Like point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center. And I get that, too.
Yeah.
It gets a little different because we have trouble ranking our top 7 players because one year – AD is a 4, next year he's a 3, then he's really supposed to be a 3, but now he plays the 4. He's going to play 5. It gets weird, you know? So take that out and just kind of figure out how you can do that, and that's for them to figure out. But I like what they did with their attempt of the Manning cast, you know, they did on TBS.
Yeah.
They did the TNT inside the NBA.
really
That was solid. They need just one screen, though. We don't need to see
Them. Yeah, I don't need to see them.
I don't care about them
I didn't like that.
eating chicken tenders. I don't care.
But that's the Peyton thing.
That is the Peyton thing.
Because Peyton and Eli are watching.
it.
You see them watching
yeah,
the
but
game
they're
too.
but they're at home.
Yeah, we were watching them in the
We're watching
arena.
them in the arena. That's stupid. So in turn, you do that, and also, why not play in a warm climate area? Whether that's I don't know, but make it outdoors at like a venue. You see what I'm saying? Kind of like how they did the Carrier Classic that time, where Michigan State played North Carolina on the boat on the ship,
Yeah.
something like that. You know what I'm saying? Kind of makes it, and I get it. You can't because you want to have your fans there. You want to get some of that money, that gate.
Yeah.
I get it, but at the same time, I just think it'll add a cool little factor to it. It might rain. The chances are it won't rain if you go to Southern California because it never rains.
never rains.
Yeah.
That's what Tony
and Tony
said.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, for sure. They all said
They all said
They
all
all
three.
said.
I'm gonna roll with
Spelled
Southern
3 different
California.
ways.
Yeah, man, right. One with a hyphen.
Yeah, hyphen, the IE,
Yeah.
and the Y.
And a Y. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels good to you, baby. Let me hear you say.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But nah, for sure. Something like that, man, just to kind of bring it a little bit. But I think they figured out the All-Star game. It's just Saturday night. And get some legends. Get some legends.
So
I want some legends.
So you
I want some
calling
legends.
for the destination like the Pro Bowl.
Come on, talk to me. Just give me a little destination. Just
city.
a little look. You know what I'm
Same,
saying?
yeah.
And some
This is
legends.
the one-off.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. You don't want the NBA.
Vegas.
You don't want that no more. We don't want that again.
Vegas.
We don't want that again.
We want nothing in Vegas.
Nah.
We want nothing in
NBA
Vegas.
All-Star Weekend in Vegas.
It's gonna be
crazy.
nuts.
That's going to
Go
That went
crazy.
crazy, for sure. That's another one in the books, man. Let us know what you think, man. How can we fix it? What are your thoughts for each event for All-Star Weekend? Appreciate Cam pulling up. Most definitely. The main thing is you just got to make sure. I want some legends. I want to see KG and KG and Ray. Yeah,
Listen, one up.
still beef.
It took a pick.
Nah. That was.
It took a pick.
That was for the money. Somebody paid for that pick. That was rough. That still didn't look comfortable. Yeah, for sure. But again, let us know what you think, man. We got some merch coming soon. We'll get that out to you guys fairly soon here. But again, it's limited. Oh, you know what I'm saying? It's limited like that last Tony song. When the last Tony song?
Sheesh.
Man, hot take.
Raphael Sadiq.
Raphael
I ain't heard
Sadiq.
the whole Tony.
Very underrated. Hey, now Cam,
I'm here.
last episode,
Yo.
they had a little trouble trying to figure out a song by Al Green.
Okay.
And it was the end of Black History Month, and including the cameraman.
Let us down.
He let us down. And the internet saw it, and
It's been an uproar.
it's been an uproar.
Yeah.
So you gotta know your music. You know what I'm saying? If you're stepping in right there. And you've done pretty well with music though. Even though you did not know.
I don't want. No, stop talking. And this is why. Let's stop talking about music on this podcast. Is this a music podcast or a sports podcast?
No, that damn third
Hey,
verse.
That third verse.
Listen, we're not talking music on here no more. I'm done with the music tape.
That third verse ruined his childhood, didn't it? Ooh, shit, that third verse got his ass.
X was wild.
It's good. Let's go.
Let's tweet us some questions throughout the week at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment, give us a thumbs up on the YouTube page, on the iTunes page. Please rate and subscribe, but more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
To tell your real friend.
Never real friends. Cam.
Sign me, dog.
Sign you, dog, for sure. Yeah.
Camera's always on, brother.
Cameraman, the revolution will be podcasted. We are out.
Oh.
Thank you for listening to the Full Sport Press podcast. To catch up on previous episodes, please check out the YouTube page and wherever you find your favorite podcasts. Don't forget, tell a friend to tell a friend.
The revolution will be podcasted.